So you're wondering about comprehensive exams in educational foundations and research. When should you take them? Which one do you take? How do you sign up? What's the process? And how will the exam be assessed? This short video should answer most of your questions, but if not, feel free to call EFR or talk to your advisor. Also make sure to talk to your program's graduate director. He or she can tell you about any special rules about comps in your program. First, when to take them. The comprehensive exam is the last step before you start your dissertation or your master's project. In order to be eligible to take them, the School of Graduate Studies requires that you have finished your scholarly tools requirements, basically all of your research courses. EFR has both a foundations comp and a research comp. Which exam will you have to take? If you are an EFR PhD student, you will take both. For the MS in Educational Studies, not writing a thesis, you will take one comprehensive exam decided on by your advisor. For students in Educational Leadership or Teaching and Learning, which exam you take depends on your degree. EDD students take the Foundations exam. PhD students take the exam in Research. So how do you sign up to take the exams? First, you must be approved to take exams by the School of Graduate Studies. You and your advisor will fill out the form found on the grad school website and submit it for approval. Start early to make sure you get all the signatures in time. Once you get the graduate school's approval, go to the EFR website to sign up to receive your questions. There you will find a schedule for when the exams are offered and a form to fill out so that we can make sure to get the questions to you at the right time and so we can track the exam through the process. Please make sure you wait to sign up until you are relatively sure you'll be able to take the exam on the date you pick, and make sure you double check the date against the schedule. So what's the process? On the exam date, which happens about once a month, EFR's administrative secretary will send you a set of questions. For EFR students, you will help decide on what the question will be based on your areas of expertise. For everyone else, you will typically receive 3 to 4 questions from a pool that changes every month. You will choose one question and write an answer on your own over 4 weeks. Remember, no one else can help you answer the question. Your answer should be a scholarly paper using academic sources, APA citations, and critical arguments. It's basically the same thing as writing a graduate-level paper for a class. At the end of the 4 weeks, or sooner if you've finished early, you send the exam back to EFR as directed. Some students might prefer to take the exam on campus during a 4-hour in-house session. If you prefer that, contact EFR for specific rules. So how is your comprehensive exam going to be assessed? In a nutshell, readers are looking to see that you can demonstrate the ability to integrate and synthesize ideas, to think critically, to demonstrate scholarship, and to use effective writing. 2 faculty members will read the exam and make a recommendation. If the readers disagree, a 3rd faculty member will break the tie. Around 4 weeks after you turn in the exam, you and your advisor will get an assessment of the answer. But please note that summer exams are not assessed until school is back in session in the fall. Generally speaking, there are 3 possible outcomes. The most likely is a passing assessment. Once that happens, you can move on to all your other degree requirements. Sometimes EFR might recommend that a small portion of the exam be revised. If that's the case, you'll have a couple of weeks to revise the answer toward a passing recommendation. Third, you could fail the exam. You would then have to appeal to the graduate dean to be able to take a second exam. After your exam, your advisor and committee will sign the rest of the form for the graduate school and submit it. So that's the basic process, but of course there are some things to keep in mind, some do's and don'ts. Do. Answer the question and answer it completely. You'd be surprised how many students don't fully address the exact question posed or forget a major part. Use reputable scholarly sources and cite them. Avoid Wikipedia and other unverified sources. Make sure you're using the latest version of the APA manual to format your paper and cite your sources. Be critical. You are a scholar. Feel free to point out gaps in literature or scholars who are incorrect. Proofread. Don't let the readers be distracted from your ideas by grammar, spelling, and punctuation errors. Now the don'ts. Absolutely don't plagiarize. Whether you mean to or not, representing someone else's ideas or words as your own will result in a recommendation for failure, at least, and potentially being dismissed from your program. Don't do it. Make sure you learn about how to avoid any form of academic dishonesty. Don't fail to turn in the exam. Except in truly exceptional circumstances, failing to turn in your exam on time will result in a fail. So those are the basic things you need to know to take and be successful on your EFR comprehensive exams. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask your advisor, your specific program's graduate director, or EFR. And most of all, good luck on your exams.